Welcome to another amazing episode of our movie. Trust me, you're going to love this one. At the end of the movie, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get more of our latest releases. Just relax and enjoy. The story begins with Amanda, a beautiful lady heading to work one morning. As she came downstairs, she asked her cousin if she looked good, and her cousin complimented her. Amanda then noticed her cousin had a lot of gifts and asked who they were for. Her cousin revealed they were for Amanda, and she was surprised and happy knowing they were from her boyfriend. Her mother then came downstairs, saw the gifts, and picked up a small one, thinking it was a ring. To her surprise, it was a necklace. She yelled at Amanda, asking when she would get married. Amanda, unsure of what to say, left, asking her cousin to help put the gifts in her room while her mother continued shouting. Later that night, Amanda dressed up for her 6-year anniversary with her boyfriend. She asked her cousin how she looked, and as usual, she praised her. Amanda then turned to her mother for approval, and her mother replied, "If you add a ring to your finger, I'm sure you'll look perfect," giving Amanda the hint that she should get married. Her mother then started her usual rant, saying that Amanda's boyfriend was wasting her time. Amanda assured them that since it was their anniversary, she was sure Uche would propose, and she left. When Amanda arrived at Uche's house, she was surprised by the beautiful decorations. She thanked him, and Uche asked her to sit down, expressing his love and appreciation for her and how much she had impacted his life. As he spoke, Amanda got lost in thought, imagining that he was about to propose, even seeing herself in a wedding gown. Uche noticed she wasn't paying attention and called her name several times before she snapped back to reality, realizing he wasn't proposing. Her mood changed, and she became disinterested in what Uche was saying. After the anniversary dinner, they headed home. Uche noticed something was off and asked Amanda what was wrong. She insisted it was nothing, saying she was just tired. Uche told her to rest as he drove her home. When Amanda got home, her mother and cousin were waiting for her. They were disappointed to hear that Uche hadn't proposed. Her mother became angry, saying the relationship must end because Uche was wasting Amanda's time. Amanda went inside as her mother continued shouting. The next day, Amanda visited Uche. He was talking to her, telling stories, but she wasn't paying attention because she was still upset. She soon got tired and left. Later that same day, Amanda came downstairs and saw her mother on the phone, congratulating someone. After the call, Amanda asked who it was, and her mother told her it was her niece who was getting married. Amanda was surprised because the last time she saw her niece, she was single. Her mother explained that her niece had met a man who proposed quickly, adding a snide comment about people who know what they want, unlike others who want to date forever. Amanda, clearly upset, went back upstairs. The next day, Uche came to pick up Amanda for a wedding they were attending. On the way, Amanda looked unhappy, so Uche stopped the car and asked her what was wrong. Amanda burst out, saying she was tired of asking when Uche would put a ring on her finger. Uche became speechless and didn't say anything, which upset Amanda. She got out of the car, and although Uche tried to stop her, he couldn't. When Amanda got home, her mother was surprised and asked why she had returned so early. Amanda told her she was tired of attending other people's weddings without having her own. She angrily walked inside while her mother shouted after her, telling her to stop worrying about other people's weddings. Uche called Amanda several times, but she neither answered nor returned his calls. He even sent her flowers, but she still ignored him, leaving him frustrated. The next day, Amanda went to Uche's house to talk. They sat down, and she asked when he was going to propose, wondering if he ever intended to. Uche replied that they should stop focusing on marriage and instead focus on their relationship, as it was perfect the way it was. This angered Amanda, and she said that people had warned her that he would never marry her, but she chose to ignore them. Now, she knew the truth. She stood up and told him never to call her again, then left. That was how they broke up, despite Uche pleading with her. She refused to reconsider, leaving him in tears. When Amanda got home, her mother saw her crying. She hugged her and tried to comfort her as Amanda told her about the breakup. Later that night, Amanda and her sister were coming back from a party when their car broke down. Fortunately, a guy who knew Amanda's sister stopped when he saw them. They exchanged pleasantries, and he asked what was wrong with the car. He tried to fix it, but couldn't, so he called his mechanic. Afterward, he took Amanda and her sister home. When they arrived, they thanked him, and Amanda asked for his number, which he gave to her before saying he would call her. Her sister was surprised and asked when Amanda started shooting her shot. Amanda laughed and replied that she was single now. They both laughed as they went inside. From that day, Oscar and Amanda started talking to each other on the phone every day, which made her mother and sister worried that she might face another breakup. The next morning, Amanda's mom called her to sit down and told her it was too soon to be in another relationship. She advised Amanda to take some time to mourn her previous one and relax. But Amanda responded that she had already moved on and walked away. That same morning, Uche came by and Amanda's mom answered the door. She insulted him and chased him away, leaving him feeling terrible. He cried, heartbroken. It's so painful, but why wouldn't he want to marry Amanda if he loved her this much? Later that day, Amanda went on a date with Oscar. They talked about their lives, and Amanda shared her past relationship with him. Oscar consoled her, and then he surprised her by asking if she could meet his parents. She was taken aback, thinking it was too soon, but she accepted. The next day, Amanda went to Oscar's house and met his mother, who complimented her on her beauty. She invited Amanda to dinner, saying she had prepared something special. During the meal, Oscar's mother asked Amanda to share more about herself, and Amanda did. Afterward, she invited Amanda to stay at their house for a while. At first, Amanda declined, explaining that her work was close to her home. However, Oscar's mother insisted, and Amanda eventually agreed. Later, Amanda's mom called her sister to share the news that Amanda was planning to get married. Amanda overheard and was surprised, telling her mom that the date hadn't been set yet. Her mother replied that the date wasn't important and mentioned that Oscar's mother wanted Amanda to stay at their house for a while. Though skeptical, Amanda's mom assured her that it was normal, encouraging Amanda to go. The next day, Amanda packed some of her belongings and moved to Oscar's house. His mother welcomed her and showed her to her room. Amanda prepared dinner for Oscar, and when he came home, he was happy and praised her for the meal. From that day on, Amanda began doing all the chores, including laundry, which exhausted her. Amanda and Oscar asked his mother if they could hire a housekeeper to help with the chores, but she refused. The following morning, as Amanda was getting ready to leave for work, her mother-in-law asked where Oscar was. Amanda explained that he had already left for work. Her mother-in-law scolded her, saying she shouldn't have let him leave without breakfast, and warned her not to let it happen again. As Amanda was about to leave, her mother-in-law handed her a list of groceries and asked her to pick them up on her way home. Amanda mentioned she didn't have Oscar's card with her, but her mother-in-law insisted that she pay with her own money. The items on the list amounted to over 100,000 naira, leaving Amanda shocked, but she left without arguing. The next day, Oscar and his mother were sitting in the living room having a conversation. His mother suggested that Oscar should get Amanda pregnant so she would be tied to him and unable to leave. That way, he could move abroad to be with his American wife. Amanda, who was nearby, overheard everything from the doorway. Devastated, she remained hidden. However, when Oscar and his mother heard footsteps, they rushed outside and were shocked to see Amanda standing there. She left immediately, ignoring their attempts to stop her. When Amanda got home, she was in tears. Her mother found her and sat her down to ask what had happened. After Amanda explained the situation, her mother became furious. She apologized to Amanda for pushing her into finding a man and admitted she had been wrong. Amanda, overwhelmed, stood up and said she just wanted to be left alone. Amanda's mother talked to her from outside the door, telling her that whether she was single or married, she was still proud of her. She pleaded with Amanda to open the door. Amanda finally opened it, and her mom apologized, promising not to pressure her anymore. Her sister also asked her to calm down. Later that day, Amanda's mom went to Oscar's house and argued with his mother, causing a commotion and warning them before she left. The next day, Uche came by, and Amanda's mom yelled at him to leave. But as Uche was about to go, Amanda stopped him. She asked her mom to give them some privacy, and her mom and sister left, telling her to call them if she needed anything. Amanda and Uche sat down, and Uche began to tell his story. He shared how his dad used to beat his mom every day, and when it was time for her to give birth, the abuse led to complications. His mom and the baby both died. The same thing had happened to his aunt, whom he later stayed with. Uche explained that he was scared of marriage because he feared becoming like his father, who constantly told him that he would be. This fear had held him back from proposing, but he apologized, explaining that he had been seeing a therapist and had finally overcome his fear. He told Amanda that he was ready to make things right. However, Amanda wasn't ready for a relationship just yet, as she had just gone through heartbreak. She asked him for time to think about it, and he left, understanding. The next day, Amanda went to Uche's house and told him that she was willing to give their relationship another chance. However, she wanted to see a therapist first to ask some questions. Uche was overjoyed and told her how much he had missed her. They kissed, and that's how they got back together. As the saying goes, what's meant to be will always be. A few days later, Amanda, Uche, her mom, and her sister were at their house, chatting and laughing. Amanda got up to get something, but Uche stopped her, saying he had something special for her. He knelt down and proposed, confessing how much he loved her and that she was his world. Amanda accepted the proposal with happiness. Her sister recorded the moment while cheering them on, and her mom interrupted the kiss to give Amanda a big hug. Her sister followed suit. What a beautiful moment. The next morning at Uche's house, Amanda was surprised to find him still at home and asked why he hadn't left for work. Uche replied that he was waiting for his good luck kiss. Amanda kissed him, and Uche told her he had seen the hair she liked on her phone and had already paid for it. It would be delivered that day. Amanda was surprised and thanked him with another kiss. As he left, he told her he would also send her some money. Love is truly sweet with the right partner. Wow. Guys, they finally had their wedding. When they got home, Amanda rushed to change her clothes, but Uche stopped her. He expressed his love again and thanked her for being a part of his life and for changing him. He then carried her upstairs, and they lived happily ever after. Isn't that awesome, guys? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching this amazing story in my world of movies. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more interesting and educational stories like this one. See you in our next movie.